Hours Tuesday, January 27th. Tonight, the city and the owners blame each other for the demise of the Fort Garry Hotel.
We've been very unfairly treated over the years. They are in very bad financial shape.
A Winnipeg man is judged the world's best auctioneer. And the 99th MCA Bonspiel survivors play on. 24 Hours with Sandra Lewis, Mike McCourt, and the 24 Hours News team, bringing you news, weather, and sports.
Good evening. Out front tonight, the Fort Garry Hotel is still standing, but right now, that's about all. That's certain. Sandra.
Good evening. The owner of the Fort Garry Hotel went to City Hall today to argue for a deal that would allow him to reopen the hotel. Both sides blamed each other for yesterday's closing of the 75-year-old landmark. But when the smoke cleared, the politicians agreed to give the owner another chance to state his case tomorrow. Ingeborg Boyens reports.
The Fort Garry's owner came to City Hall today, ready to fight for his hotel.
My tax assessment is 10 times higher than it should be.
Perrin claims the city and its taxes are to blame for yesterday's shutdown. The city decided last Thursday to apply for title to the hotel because Perrin hasn't paid a nickel towards his taxes in 8 years. The bill adds up to $2.5 million. Perrin says he will sue unless the city reconsiders its actions. What he really wants is for council to ignore the back taxes.
Then we will undertake to immediately go and arrange the financing that we've been talking about doing, and which we haven't been able to do because of the tax liability over our heads, and go ahead and refurbish the hotel and reopen it.
But the city says it has little confidence in Perrin. It's currently paying the power, heat, and insurance bills because Perrin couldn't make the payments. And the mayor says the city won't be intimidated by threats of a lawsuit.
So I think in terms of what we've done, we're perfectly correct legally and morally.
The city agreed to meet with Perrin tomorrow to give him just one more chance to prove he can actually afford to run the hotel. If he fails to make his case, the city will take over and try to find someone else to operate it. Ingeborg Boyens, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Of course, a lot of people are going to miss the old Fort Garry if it doesn't reopen, especially hotel employees and customers who booked weddings and special events there. Levon Butcher reports.
Aurora Skirbo is busy these days making wedding favors for her two daughters. Both of them are getting married in a couple of months, and both booked receptions at the Fort Garry Hotel. Adeline Skirbo is one of them. She and fiancé Don are lucky. They've been able to find another place, but her sister's still looking.
We had family, friends, everybody on the phones, phoning every hotel in the city that we could possibly think of.
It's created a lot of panic. Yeah. We had to trim about 50 to 75 people off our guest list.
Like everyone else who have booked special events and wedding receptions at the Fort Garry, they're now worried about the money they had to put down on the banquet room. Money hotel owner John Perrin said today they would get back, but he wouldn't say when.
Well, that's my understanding. Barring some legal wrangling or something, that would be our intention, to refund deposits, yes.
Hotel employees got a similar message today when they showed up at the hotel for a meeting. They met with officials from the Labor Standards Board to fill out claim forms for back wages. And hotel security guards made sure they were the only ones let into the hotel, which locked its doors yesterday afternoon.
No press, sorry.
And when workers did come out, they weren't happy. They were told it could take at least 6 weeks for them to get any of their money.
Yeah, I'm going down to the welfare office right now. I have to. I have no choice.
The union says it's trying to speed things up so that employees can get money as soon as possible. But there are about 40 employees who aren't unionized. They're banquet employees like Leslie Wakeland. They're owed tips from Christmas banquets, money they may never get.
My gratuities are higher than my wages. I work for minimum wage, and I depend on the gratuity check at the end of every month.
But these workers have lost more than money with the shutdown of the Fort Garry. They've lost jobs. This woman was a cook there for 12 years, and she'll miss the old hotel.
That's a beautiful hotel. And now I'm surprised closed.
Levon Butcher, CBC News, Winnipeg.